Hello everybody, hope you are all doing well out there. It's Josh here from Pop and Pup, and I'm going to show you another Pokemon Master Set today. And today I've got Champions Path. So this was another small set. It was a special set that came out at COVID time. So it was a struggle for a lot of people to get hold of. Prices went up on the secondary market. It was quite a struggle to get. And there are two cards in here that everybody wanted. So it was one of those sets where everyone's after those cards and not a lot else really has any value, has not a lot of people wanted. So I'll go through and show you those cards. I will then show you some of my favourites from the set as well, because there are some other cool cards in here. It's not just all about those two. But first, I just want to go through and tell you what I think Master Set is. So for Master Set, for me, it is every card that has a tick box in the ETB. So I don't include stamped cards. I don't say necessarily that Cosmo Holo, non-holo variants that you don't find in packs are part of a Master Set. I do like to include as many as I can. But yeah, once I've got all the tick boxes ticked in the ETB, I think that is a Master Set. The reason I don't include some of those things is there are some sets where you just won't get them all. If you start including all of the stamped cards, you just won't get them all for some sets. So I don't want to have that chase of feeling like I haven't completed a set when I'm missing some stamped cards. Other people have different opinions, and that's fine. If they want to have master sets as every single card ever associated with a single set, that is up to them. But yeah, that's what I've got. That's what I go with, and that's what I know a lot of other people go with for their master sets. But you do you. If you want to just collect all cards of a certain type, cards from certain Pokemon, you collect what you want and don't let anybody else tell you you are wrong. It's your collection. You collect what you want. So yes, let's get into it. Champions Path, guys. Green Voltex, because some of the logo and branding was green. So we've got green for Champions Path on here. We've only got a 4-pocket because it's a small set. And that does mean that when it does one of the things that I hate, which is starts off with a V or an EX or anything, it then just puts the whole set off Kimber right at the start. I do put all my Vs and things in bigger sleeves, so these have got yellow Dragon Shields on them to protect them a bit more. And then I do normal card and then reverse holo. I know some people do all the normal set and then a whole reverse holo set. I go normal, reverse all the way through. And then if I've got special cards, I will then put them in their places as well. So there we go. We started with the Venusaur V. We then got Weedle, Kakuna, and Beedrill. Eldegoss V, Vulpix, and Victini. So having the Eldegoss V there has sorted it out and put it back into order, but it doesn't last long. Because we've then got Incineroar V there, Sizzlipede, Centiskorch, Kavana, and Sharpedo there. And then we've got big page Vs. So we've got Wailord, Dreadnought VMAX, Gardevoir V, and Gardevoir VMAX. No Wailord VMAX. That would have been huge and lovely, but no Wailord VMAX. You can't even see these cards because it's light. There you go. Hatena's down there. Got Hattrem and Hatterene. Galarian Corsola V, Alcremie V Max, and just a singular Machop. Then got the reverse Machop, Machoke, and then Machamp and Lucario V. So there are 3 Machamps because this Machamp and this Lucario both came out of starter decks. So this is a non-holo version of this one that you can get in the pack. This Lucario is also a non-holo version of the Lucario V next to it. So if you can see the Lucario V on the right has the holo on the background. There's one on the left does not have any holo in it. So that and that Machamp came out of starter decks. And those, I think, are the only extras that I put into this set. There are some cards that came from the Battle Academy. So I've got the Eevee stamp, Pikachu stamps on that I haven't included. Or cards that have come from the Halloween sets. So we've had the Pikachu Jack-o'-lantern in here that I haven't included because I can include them in their own separate sets. So I have the Halloween sets as their own sets that I put in an album with things like the McDonald's collections, just in their own little sets. Then got Zygarde and Rockruff, Lycanroc, Rollycolly, Graplock V, Ekans, Arbok, Zigzagoon, Galarian Linoon, Galarian Linoon Reverse Holo, Galarian Obstagoon, Absol, Purloin, Lipard, got the Lipard reverse there, Scraggy, put it up there, oh, it doesn't even fit then, Scraggy, Scrafty, Trubbish and Inkay, reverse, Malamar, Nickit, the Nickit reverse, next with the Duraludon V, and then you got a couple of Swablues there, and Altaria over there. So I like to leave a gap at the end of the Pokemon, just in case they add some extras in at one stage, so I don't have to move every single card in the whole collection up. I don't like getting in and out the super rares, hyper rares and things as much as I can, so I'll leave a nice little gap, which was good, because that's Lucario and Machamp were added a lot later than the set, so it's good to have that gap. I only have to move up a certain amount of cards. It then also means that the trainers line up very nicely, unless you get a special set trainer, but the trainers then line up really well. So you've got Bead, Full Heal, Great Ball, Hop, Hyper Potion, Kabu, Marnie, Milo, Piers, and Pokeball, Pokemon Center Lady, Potion, Professor's Research, Professor Magnolia, Rotom Bike, Rotom Phone, Sonia, Suspicious Food Tin, Team Yell Grunt, and the Turffield Stadium. So you will notice that a lot of those are Sword and Shield characters, Sword and Shield areas. So yeah, this was a real set that looked at all the characters and places from Sword and Shield on the Champion's Path, which is what they called the route to the kind of like the mission part of the game in the video game. So then we have got on to the EVs, and again you'll see I left a gap just in case they add in extra trainers. We're then going into full arts. So we've got Dreadnought, Gardevoir, Corsola, and Graplock V. And then this is the final page, and this is the page that everyone wants, because there's a Hop on it. So there's Hop, and then there is Rainbow Charizard VMAX there. So that's one of the big cards that everyone wanted. We've then got Dreadnought VMAX, Gardevoir VMAX, Kabu, Piers, and then the other card that everyone wanted, the Charizard V, the shiny Charizard V. And then one of my favourite cards is Suspicious Food Tin. I just like the gold and the purple colours. I think it looks really cool. And that is where the set ends, right in that corner. So it's really good kind of ending on that. But that, Charizard V and the Charizard VMAX were the two chase cards of the set. And they were just like, people were opening packs. If it wasn't one of those two cards, didn't care. Which is a shame, but it meant we have loads of bulk from Champion's Path coming in at that time. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is your Champion's Path Master Set. Do let me know down in the comments what you think, how you're getting along with yours, what cards you are really looking to try and get from Champion's Path, especially if they're not those Charizards, which cards were your favourites. But yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Look out for any more Master Sets coming soon, and I hope you have a fantastic day.